Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are here with the very first episode of the Trading Den V2. If you're not in the Trading Den Discord, go join it. It is the first link down below. But the first few episodes are going to be very beginner friendly. So if you're new kind of to ICT concepts, this is going to be for you. So the very first episode of the Trading Den V2 is going over what is liquidity. Why? It's because every single trade, no matter what it is, you have to have a draw on liquidity. If you don't know where and why the market wants to go somewhere and why it should go there, then every trade that you take using ICT concepts is just a gamble, right? Every trade that you take has to be framed around where liquidity is lying and why price is going to that liquidity pool. Right, so the very first episode is going to be explaining where is liquidity and what is liquidity. So if we just take a look at this little graph right here, you can see that we have this range right now, right? This low to this high. This is where buy and sell stops are going to be lying. That is liquidity. Buy stops and sell stops, excuse me. So at the high, so up here at the beginning of the range, we have buy side liquidity. So the highs are going to be buy side liquidity and the lows will be what? Sell stops. So sell side liquidity, right? So within this range, so as you see with this price action right here, we are clearly in bullish order flow, right? You can see a buy side of the curve starting. And don't worry, if you don't understand some of the things that I'm going to be saying in these videos, we will go down them later in the line. But right now, this video is just going to be about liquidity. So buy side and sell side liquidity is old highs and old lows, right? So as you see, we're just making higher lows and higher highs, and then we purge the buy side liquidity, right? So all these lows throughout here are going to become your sell stops, right? Because if you got long from, let's say right here, and we have this nice move higher, your stop's going to be down here. But when we get this move higher and you long somewhere in here, your sell stops are going to go right here. Same thing with this. Long here, sell side is going to be here, right? So every time somebody's entering a long position, they're going to be putting their sell stops under these lows, these important swing lows. So whenever we go to sell side of the curve, you can then target all these resting lows, which will be your sell side liquidity, right? So within here, we have sell side, and sell side, right? And this low right here would just be your market structure shift, stopping people out, of course. So it would be a resting sell side on a lower time frame level, but this is going to be your higher time frame market structure shift to then go down to this sell stop, right? So what do we have right here, right? This is an old high. You see we purge it and then we continue lower, right? This is going to be covered in a later module. This is where my favorite trades come into play on this this buy side purge and then this move lower. This is where I love framing my trades the most. So this is a very self-explanatory graph, right? Sell stops are going to be resting beneath lows, buy stops are going to be resting beneath highs, right? So this high later on will become your what? Buy side level, right? This will be your buy side level because we purged a high, displaced lower, then this will become buy side, this will become buy side, and so on and so forth. So let's hop right into the charts and show you guys what I mean by this. So if we're looking at this, let's just go to the weekly, right? If we go to the weekly, what do we see down here, right? As you see, we're clearly in bullish order flow. We're continuing higher. We're continuing higher. Right here, this low. What would people do if they got long within here? Well, they'd put their stops right here, right? They'd put their stops right here. They got long in this move higher. Where would they put their stops? Right here. So what do you notice? We come down, we purge these lows, reverse, right? So right here, we get these purges, and then we get this move higher, right? And then what's up here? This is going to be your buy side liquidity level. So an old high, right? So we have sell stops, now we have buy stops. And even if we look further on down here, what do we see throughout here? Right? This is what the market will do. Right, so this is going to be a little more advanced. What's the market doing here? Why aren't we purging buy stops? This is called engineering liquidity, right? It does it on the weekly, it does it on the 6 hour, it does it on the 1 hour, it does it on the 1 minute, right? We're engineering buy stops, right? Because right here, let's say we framed a reversal trade somewhere within here. Where is your sell or your buy stop going to be going? This high, right? What if you got long within here? Where's your buy stop going to be going? Above this high. Down here, above this high, right? And then you see we get an automatic purge of all these highs, right? Rarely any pullbacks except right here. And then we purge this high come this week right here. And then we continue higher and higher and higher. And then we can go down to the daily, right? These lows become more prominent. You can see them even more, right? And then what do we see? Let's remove the drawings. What do we see throughout here, right? Now these highs, right? These highs weren't really visible on the weekly, but now take a look. This now becomes buy side on the daily, right? Because this is an old high, right? We come down, we purge these lows, enter into an imbalance, and then we go purge buy side liquidity. Continue higher, come lower, fill in an imbalance. Where do we go? Buy side liquidity, right? Buy stops. Where are stops going to be if we got short in here on the daily chart because we're swinging, right? This is just on the higher time frame, so we're going to be swinging above this high. Get stopped out. Right, so let's go down to the 1 hour, right, and then let's get this indicator off right here. So what do we see throughout all here? Well, this low right here was actually taken out by the ES, right? So right here we have sell stops. We have an old low. So what do? We come down, purge sell side liquidity. Where do we go? We have an old high up here, right? We have buy side liquidity. Purge a low, come right back up and purge a high. And even we get up here. We purge this high. So we have two levels of buy side that you can be taking profits at. Because where are people short? What if people are short within here, right? They shorted right here, or say right here, somewhere within here. Stops above this high. There's no prominent swing high other than this one. So their stop's going to have to be up here, right? So we are buying sell stops, and we're selling buy stops, right? This is going to be your profit target on the lower time frame, right? Because if we go down to the 5 minute, look at this, right? Now we have equal highs. We have an old high, right? This is an old high on the lower time frame. Purge those sell stops. You can get within here, and we'll explain how to enter within here, because in the Discord I called out right around here, longing NQ to high of day. If we take a look at NQ, we purge high of day. I called it out around here. High of day purge, right? So let's go back to the 1 hour. What do we see within here, right? This is a tight range, right? We're just accumulating here. What do? Before a reversal, what do? Purge buy stops, come down, purge all these sell stops. So we're in this tight range. We purge buy stops right before New York session starts. Come the entire way down this Thursday, purge the sell stops, right? And then what do we do here? Create a new range. Come up, purge these buy stops, right? We're actually ES, hold on. And we're going to get into how to identify this. ES purged this high right here, right? So right there, ES purges the high, continues lower. I think that's the same high. Yeah, same high. ES purges it, and we'll get into what that means. Purges it, NQ purges these buy stops, goes down, purges the sell stops. So you guys see that we are just rotating from buy side and sell side liquidity. Same thing right here. ES took this low. Where do we go? Create a swing high, purge that swing high. Then what? We range. What do we do from here? Purge buy stops, come down and purge all these sell stops. Right? Purge a high, range, create a swing high, purge, come down, take the sell stops. Right? And I'm going to be going into how you're going to be able to identify whether we're going to be going up to take buy side or whether we're going to be framing a reversal or a continuation. Because let's say you wanted to take a trade within here to take these sell stops. We'll go over that. Wanted to take a reversal up here to take these sell stops. We'll go over that. We'll be going over everything. So this video was strictly just how to identify buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity, right? We actually created equal lows there, but we came down, purged them, and we continued lower to take this low and probably a bunch of lows from over here. Right? Yeah. So this was a very easy and simple video. First episode of the Trading Den V2. Just needed to make it simple so people understand what liquidity is, and you have to be basing trades around, are we going to be taking buy side, or are we going to be taking sell side, or are we going to be repricing into a fair value gap? And that will be the next video. Internal and external range liquidity. So, excuse me. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. So what you need for this is going to be a basic understanding of ICT concepts, because if you're, wait, right here I just noticed this. What do we do before we continue lower? We have a swing high, purge it, continue lower. Boom. So you're going to need a basic understanding of ICT concepts, or you're just not going to understand what I'm trying to tell you, right? So this was buy side and sell side liquidity. What is liquidity? Buy side, old highs, to sell side, old lows, right? And you will see pretty quickly that this is all we're doing is hitting buy stops to sell stops, and even on the lower time frame, right? Purge sell stops, come up, take buy stops, right? So that was pretty quick to find right here. Purge buy stops, doesn't matter how far it goes above it. It can go a tick above it, that's still a purge on buy stops, or sell stops, whichever one. Go down, purge sell stops. So hope you guys enjoyed the first video of the Trading Den V2. Join the free Discord. I'm out of here. Peace.